Hey folks, well, it's a couple of days until summer officially hits here in Australia, but the oppressive heat and humidity has already got me taking refuge inside. I've got the aircon cranking up there, and I've got the fan behind us there spinning on high. Now, it's definitely a lager weather, and I thought that I would revisit a brew that I first reviewed 4 years ago in 2011. It's none other than Carta Blanca, which is a 4.5% alcohol by volume, and it's brewed and bottled by Cervecería Cuauhtémoc Moctezuma in Monterrey, Mexico. Alright, so yeah, I'll crack this 355ml bottle of Carta Blanca. Well, Carta Blanca open. A bit of smoke there. Alright, and I'll pour it into this nicely chilled mug. Okay. Whoa. Oh, it's always tragic when you lose a bit of beer. Okay. But yeah, I'm a bit delirious from this horrendous heat. So hope this review does turn out alright, or I'll just be scrapping it. Okay, so as for the appearance, well, it's a clear golden colour. It's quite effervescent. I can definitely see a lot of bubbles streaming to the top there. I think we've got about just a little under a finger of bright white frothy head there. I think there was a little bit more when I poured it, but yeah, I guess yeah, being a fizzy yellow lager, the head usually does quickly dissipate. Alright, so what about the aroma? Is it anything earth-shattering, you may ask? Well, what I get is, yeah, you could call it a slight hint of grain there. Yeah, it's yeah, quite faint, and there's a little bit of grass there as well. So we've talked about the appearance, and the aroma could only mean it's time for that most important part of the review, the taste test. So cheers to you all. Let's dive in. I'm thirsty. That's really satisfying. Okay, well, up front, you're definitely getting some sweet grains, but they're not overly sweet, more of a subtle sweetness. It finishes, you know, quite crisp and clean and dry. In fact, it's quite refreshing and smooth. All right, so there's nothing but praise so far for this brew. But yeah, I must have another gulp. And yes, of course, the bitterness is very minimal. All right. Okay, well, it's definitely holding that taste profile. Yeah, there's nothing offensive about it flavor-wise. It's you know, a very tasty lager, and you know, very drinkable and sessionable. Definitely one you could guzzle a lot of on a hot summer's day. In terms of its body, well, you know, as you would expect, it's you know, somewhere between light and medium, more leaning towards light. But all in all, it's a really impressive American adjunct lager that you just can't go wrong with. But before I give it a score out of 10, I'll have one last gulp. Okay. Well, there's nothing that I can really find wrong with this. It's a very solid brew. So if you do go to a Mexican restaurant and they had this on their drinks menu, yeah, why not give it a go instead of yeah, being really boring and just having a Corona. Alright, so for 2015, I'll be more than happy to give this an even better score than I did in 2011. This time around, I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. So there you go, folks. 8.5 out of 10 for 2015 for Carta Blanca. Okay, thanks for joining me, and hopefully I'll be back soon with another review, but until then, fare thee well, all.